Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're well. So guys, let's check out this Timex Q chronograph in this video today. Now Timex to me as a brand was really reduced to making not so great watches over the past few years, but then all of a sudden for the last couple of years they're making some cracking and fantastic watches. They're really affordable as well. You don't have to spend in thousands to get a Timex watch. They have rich history and heritage behind them. You can't deny that, and you can look at their Q reissue lineup, for example, just to understand the direction this brand has taken, which I'm really liking. So I picked myself up this Q chronograph, this Panda version. Let's quickly talk about the price. Retail price in Australia is $399. In the US, you're looking at $199 US. You can have this watch in reverse Panda as well, and the retail price for that is the same. For the leather strap, that comes with a stainless steel bracelet as well, and the retail price for that watch is $219 US. I didn't pay the full retail price for this watch. I bought it during the Black Friday sale, paid 230 Australian dollars. How the retailer that I bought it from had this watch at 30% off, plus they had a promotion going on that if you spent more than 250 Australian dollars, you were entitled to another $50 off your order, which I qualified for, so I ended up getting this watch for $230 delivered. So that's the price. I bought this watch for my collection, so it will stay in my collection for some time. Now, looking at the dimensions, the case size on this watch is 40 millimeters. Lug-to-lug distance is slightly over 46 mil. So fairly compact. This will fit a variety of wrists with no problems at all. Case thickness is 13.5 millimeters, so definitely on the thicker side for a quartz watch, but a lot of the thickness comes from that boxed acrylic crystal. Now that thickness is excluding this little hatch on the caseback that you'll have seen on a lot of Timex watches. That hatch is used to access the battery underneath there. If we account for this little hatch as well, then you're looking at 14.5 mil in thickness. But this watch doesn't feel or look that thick on the wrist. I'll give you a wrist shot at the end of the video to show you what I mean. Lug width is 18 millimeters on this watch, but one thing to be mindful of with that 18 mil lug width is the way this strap fits to this watch, and at its first point it measures at 22 mil. So that's one thing you need to be mindful of. So if you don't like this strap, or you want something different for your watch, and you're looking for something similar to this strap, in my opinion, that can pose some challenges to find something similar to this, unless you buy a 22 mil strap and cut it out. If that strap allows you to cut it out, and you cut it out perfectly to fit this watch. Apart from that, I think you'll need to browse the internet a fair bit to find something for this watch. Let's quickly look at the strap anyway while we are at it. This Panda version comes with this brown leather strap. I really like the color combination of this strap. It goes really nicely with the dial. The buckle is signed with Timex with brushed finish to it. Two keepers. The strap is really thick, but it has started to wear out fairly quickly. I've only been wearing this watch for the last few days, so I don't know how long this will last. And the other thing I noticed on the back of this strap is that SB Foot Tanning Co. Red Wing, Minnesota, USA is proudly referenced in there as well. So they are the makers of this strap for Timex. You can see Timex on the other side as well. Finishing on the case is pretty straightforward. So we have high polish finish along the side of the case, high polished on the top as well, with brushing on this part of the case on the lugs, as you can see. So pretty straightforward, nothing complicated happening there. The quality of the finish is definitely okay for the price. No complaints there either. The bezel is fixed on this watch it has aluminium insert, tachymeter printed on there, and has high glossy finish to it. So now coming to the dial, so as you can see, this is the Panda version of the watch. I really wanted to go for the Panda dial because I don't have anything like this in my collection, so this will fit nicely in my collection. A lot of people don't like that big Q at 12 o'clock. I've had mixed feedback about this. To me, it doesn't really matter. I don't really mind it being there. Could I do without it? Yes. Can I do with that Q being there? Yes. So for me, it's definitely okay. We have Timex chronograph quartz printed underneath that big Q there, applied indices all around, and a minute track printed on the outer ring as well. I like the this cream or champagne color dial with those black subdials. Date between 4 and 5 o'clock. So guys, that's the dial. We do have Lume on this watch as well. Bit of a spoiler alert, the quality of the Lume is not really fantastic, but I'll just give you a quick peek into the Lume anyway. So here you go. We do have Lume on all of those applied indices, but trust me, it starts to fade pretty much straight away. You can't even really see them in the dark. We do have Lume on all of the hands. Let me see if I can move those hands a little bit so you can see that. So give me 1 second. So here we go. Yeah, so we have Lume on the minute, the hour, and the chrono hand as well. I was really surprised to see Lume on the chrono hand because you don't really see that with a lot of watchmakers out there. Don't do that. So Timex has done well here, but again, the quality of the Lume is pretty poor in my opinion. Let me activate the chrono hand so you can see that moving now, and stop it, and then let's reset it, and you can see it doing the full circle there. So guys, that's a Lume. Let me give you a bit of a close up if I can, but that doesn't really make any difference anyway. So let me turn the lights back on again so we can look at the rest of the watch. So I've got two pushers here. The top pusher is to use or activate the chronograph function. So one push of that top pusher will start the chronograph hand. One thing I've noticed with this pusher is that you don't really get the click kind of feedback or purchase from the top pusher. It's pretty plain, but you do get that from the bottom pusher. So I'll push the top pusher to stop the chronograph hand, and then when you push the bottom pusher, they'll reset it and it'll go back to its original or standard position. So you do get the click kind of a purchase or feedback from the bottom pusher, but not from the top pusher. And one thing I really wanted on this watch was for this crown to be a little bit larger than what it is, especially for a watch like this. It's a chronograph. You have two decent size pushers on this case, and that crown looks a bit too small between those two pushers. It is signed though, so that's a nice touch from Timex, not to just put a blank crown on this watch. So guys, that's the watch. Let's just take a quick look at the caseback as well. It's a closed caseback. This is a quartz watch, comes with Japanese movement, absent YM12A to be precise. You get up to 5 years battery life from this watch. Change the battery is not too hard, as I said earlier. So you can unlock or open this little hatch there to access the battery, and you can change them yourself. You get 50 meters of water resistance, which again is okay for a watch of this nature. So guys, this is it. This concludes the review of this Timex Q chronograph. I'm really glad I didn't buy the MoonSwatch, the Swatch MoonSwatch, and I ended up buying this, because this is definitely a much better watch compared to that one. And again, they're retailing for 380 Australian dollars with no discounts at all, because you can't really find them at the moment. And this one was a bit of a bargain for me. Let me give you a quick reshot now before I wrap up this video, and I'll show you how this watch fits on my wrist. So here you go. really nice looking timepiece. That's for sure. Fits really nicely. It doesn't feel heavy. Weighs in about 78 grams with this strap option, and as I said, it doesn't feel too thick on the wrist, and feels and fits really nicely. So guys, this is it. Thank you very much for watching. This concludes our review. I'll see you with my next video soon. Until then, stay safe and look after one another. Thank you again.